In a small, secluded village surrounded by ancient woods, there was a legend passed down through generations, a tale of the guardian tree. It was said that deep in the heart of the forest stood a massive, glowing tree with branches that stretched toward the heavens. The tree was no ordinary tree. It was believed to protect the village from harm. In return, the villagers would never harm the forest, respecting its boundaries and bounty. Among the villagers was a young boy named Kai. Unlike others, Kai didn't believe in the stories of the guardian tree. He saw the forest as a dark and forbidding place, a maze of shadows and strange sounds. "It's just a tree," he would say whenever the elders spoke of it. But one year, the rains failed, and the crops withered. The village faced a harsh drought, and desperation filled the air. One evening, Kai overheard the village leader talking about cutting down parts of the forest to make space for more farmland. Kai's grandmother, a firm believer in the legend, protested. "If you harm the forest, the guardian tree will not protect us," she warned. But her words were dismissed as old superstition. That night, unable to sleep, Kai decided to prove his point once and for all. He would find the guardian tree and show everyone that it was nothing but a story. Armed with a lantern, he ventured into the forest, the thick canopy swallowing the moonlight. Hours passed as Kai wandered deeper into the woods. The forest seemed alive, the rustling of leaves, the distant hoot of an owl, the faint whispers of wind carrying something he couldn't quite hear. Just as doubt began to creep into his mind, he stumbled into a clearing. There it was! The guardian tree stood tall and magnificent, its bark shimmering faintly with hues of gold and silver. Its branches were draped with glowing leaves that pulsed softly, like the heartbeat of the earth itself. Kai stood frozen, his disbelief melting away into awe. As he approached, the ground beneath the tree began to glow, forming a pattern of roots that seemed to hum with energy. Then, a deep, resonant voice filled the clearing, though no one was there to speak. "Why have you come?" Kai stammered. I wanted to see if you were real." The voice softened. "And now that you've seen, do you understand?" "Understand what?" Kai asked, his voice trembling. "That we are connected," the tree replied. "The forest, the village, the people, the earth. We are one. When you harm one, you harm all. But when you nurture, you thrive together." Kai felt a rush of guilt. He had dismissed his grandmother's stories, ignored the wisdom of the village elders, and now, faced with the truth, he understood the fragility of their existence. The guardian tree's light dimmed slightly. "Go now. Tell your people what you've seen. The forest will forgive, but only if the harmony is restored." Kai returned to the village as dawn broke, his heart heavy but determined. He shared his experience, his words infused with a conviction that silenced even the most skeptical villagers. They decided against cutting the forest, and instead worked together to find new ways to conserve water and sustain their land. Over time, the rains returned, the crops flourished, and the village prospered once more. The guardian tree remained, a silent sentinel in the forest, its glow a constant reminder of the balance between nature and humanity. Closing line. Sometimes it takes a journey into the unknown to understand what truly matters. The earth doesn't just belong to us, we belong to it. So ask yourself, what can you do today to protect the harmony that sustains us all?